Honestly, whenever I first learned about sheriff sales, I was very dismissive because I thought that these properties were too hard to find. And I'm excited to actually bring this to you because you can find properties for super cheap and you can actually buy them without any of your own money. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is James Holloway, and I help 25 to 45-year-olds invest in real estate so they can achieve that financial freedom that they deserve. So if that is you, hit that subscribe button down below, click the bell so you get notified every time I upload a new YouTube video. It helps you achieve your financial freedom through real estate investing. All right, first, what are sheriff sales? Sheriff sales it's nothing different than a foreclosure. So it basically means that a homeowner has defaulted on their mortgage and the bank is taking back the property, and they're willing to sell it at an auction to recover some of their losses. Now, the very first way I want to show you is, I talk about it all the time, is foreclosure.com. You can actually find sheriff sales on foreclosure.com. If you don't know what foreclosure.com is, it's basically just a repository of a bunch of homeowners that have defaulted on the mortgage and they've entered the pre-foreclosure stage or the foreclosure stage. Now, we're going to hop into foreclosure.com right now, and that link is going to be in the description down below, so go check that out. So we're going to type in a city where I'm located in right now, is Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And what this is going to do is going to pull up a bunch of different foreclosures. We don't want that right now. We want to sort by sheriff sales. And that's going to pull up a bunch of different pre-foreclosures because the home hasn't had an auction yet. So it's in the pre-foreclosure stage. And again, a link to foreclosure.com is going to be in the description down below. So go check that out. Now, before we get into the next way to find these sheriff sales, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And so this video can actually be pushed out to other people, because I believe people need to know this information, because you're about to see where you can buy these properties for literally pennies on the dollar. So we're gonna hop in my computer yet again, and I've already done the research. I've already looked this up on Google. But that's all it has to be, is you can just Google whatever county you're in. So you got your state, you got your city, you got your county. Whatever county you're in, type that in and type in sheriff sale. It will pull up something like this. And where it's showing you is, right now it's showing us the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office. And you can see right here, let's see the location. You have to actually physically go to this auction. And what's so crazy about this is you're about to see that you don't have to have the full purchase price. It says it right here. Down payment of at least 10% of whatever property you're bidding on is. So if it's $40,000, you only have to have $4,000 to actually buy it. But you have to have proof of funds that you can actually buy it. So this is where investors, hard money lenders come into play, where you can actually buy this property unless you actually have the cash to do this. And you can actually buy these properties for $40,000. I'm going to show you right now. So the minimum bid must be 2/3 of the appraised price. Remember that, because we're going to go in here and I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to do. So let's go into it right now. We're going to hit submit because this is the next auction date, June 17th. And why is that? Well, apparently Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office, they only do sheriff sales every other Thursday. So this is going to be the next Thursday that they do it on. So we're already in here, and you can see a sale date. This is the date you're going to want to show up at the sheriff's office or wherever that address was showing earlier. And now you can see the plaintiff, you can see the defendant, you can see the address. And now I'm going to show you exactly how it's a good deal, so stick around for that. So you can see the address, you can see the attorney, you can see a bunch of different information. But remember that 10% I told you about. So there's this property, it's appraised value. So that's what that's what you're going to be bidding on. So the appraised value is $85,000, $50,000, $225,000. All you have to have is that 10%. So like this 10% of appraised value, all you have to do, if you bought it for this $85,000, all you had to do was put $8,500 down whenever you bought this property within 24 hours of you bidding on this property. So this is what's crazy. You can take this appraised value. Actually, let's go down here it's an easier example. Let's go down here to this $50,000. So it said the minimum bid, starting bid, has to be 2/3 of the appraised value. Well, let's 66% times, what was it, 50,000. So the minimum bid has to be $33,000. That's it. You can buy this property for $33,000 if no one else bids you up. But if they accept it, like if the bank accepts the $33,000, you just bought this property. So let's go into, let's find out if that's a good deal or not. So we're going to go over here to Zillow.com, and I don't think it's going to let me copy and paste. Yeah, it's not going to. Yes. It's not going to let me copy and paste, so we're going to have to type this in manually. So 46th Street, Oklahoma City. Let's pull it up really quick. So you can see it's a 3-bed, 1-bath. You can see where it is on the map. And then you can also see, what Zillow estimate this. What Zillow estimates this property to be worth. Now, don't listen to this because I found out that the Zestimate range can vary like vastly. But for this example, let's just say this is right. Let's just say on the low end, it's $71,000 this property is worth. You picked it up for $33,000, the 2/3 of the appraised value. Well, you just picked up $40,000 worth of equity if you do not have to put any work into it. Most of the times, whenever you're doing sheriff sales, pre-foreclosures, foreclosures, anything like this, you're going to have to put some money into the deal, like fixing it up, rehabbing it. It might just be a splash of paint. It might just be redoing the floors. You most likely will have to do these things. So what I actually want to show you is it's a 3-bed, 1-bath, 900 square foot, whatever. You can go ahead and let's just see if this cash flows. Even if you didn't want to sell this, you wanted to buy this property for $33,000 and you wanted to keep it as a rental. Let's go ahead and copy and paste this over to Rentometer.com. And that link is going to be in the description down below. I'm not affiliate for them, so I use them all the time. Their rents are very accurate. So we're going to just paste, as you can see, all those properties pulled up, all the properties that I'm looking at. And so you can just copy and paste the address into the address bar. And rent, it doesn't really matter. You can just put in any amount because it will pull up an average amount anyways, so it doesn't matter what you put in there. So it's a 3-bed, 1-bath, and we're going to do a house because that's what it was. Analyze. Now it's going to pull up it's going to pull from a bunch of different properties from around the area. And you can see that the average is $835. Well, let's take it back. Let's take it back for a second. You bought this property for $33,000. Let's say that you had all that money in your bank account. That's $33,000 you paid for it in cash. You're making $835 every single month. Let's see. Let's pull up my calculator really quick. 835 times 12. That's the average, by the way. If you wanted to fix it up, put maybe another 20 into it, making it all pretty, you might be able to get this 892. But that's a very low spread, so I wouldn't make it looking pretty. I would make it. I would rehab it for it to be rentable, right? Not fancy, not granite countertops, not hardwood floors or whatever. But back to my example, $835 every single month. You are making $10,000 every single year off of the cash flow. $10,000 off of a $33,000 investment. You give or take some like $10,000 because of rehab costs. Well, let's just say the $33,000, for example, $10,000 you just made in your first year of renting this property out. That's a 33% return, roughly, right? Roughly. Don't be quoting me. So that's like 35% return, roughly, right? So a 33% return is absolutely absurd for just a straight rental. That's not a lease option. We can actually get more than this $800 a month right now. But that's 33% on a long-term property that you've already paid in cash. Okay, I'm getting a little hyped up, but you get it, right? You can go to any county website and you can find these sheriff sales, or you can go to foreclosure.com. That link is going to be in the description down below, and you can find these sheriff sales, and you can go make offers on these properties for literally pennies on the dollar. If you get it for the minimum, right? The minimum, you're getting a 33% off of the appraised value. And the appraised value might even be lower because it might not be rehabbed. It might be in a bad area, whatever it is. But as you can see, there was a ton of properties for you to choose from. And then either rent it out or just sell it and make a quick few tens of thousands of dollars. Easy money, right? Here's my warning. Pre-foreclosures, sheriff sales, whatever you want to call it, foreclosures, whatever you want to call it, be aware that it could have some underlying crazy issues. So like if the foundation is cracked and you have to repair the entire foundation, that's easy, $50,000 to $100,000 repair. Well, if you do that and you would have only made $30,000 without the foundation, well now you're underwater $20,000 to $70,000. So take that with a grain of salt. Know your risk, because investing in real estate, it doesn't come without its own risk, but it is a great way to kickstart your financial freedom. If you're in the age range of 25 to 45-year-olds, I want to help you start investing in real estate so you can achieve the financial freedom you deserve. So hit that subscribe button down below and click the bell so you get notified when I upload a new YouTube video just like this. And there's going to be videos popping up all right in here that I picked out specifically for you that will bring you value. I know this. So go check out one of those videos. Until the next video, I'm out. See ya.